So there's a number of other projects and things that we're working on, but I think the most exciting thing for Doomadgee was some lobbying over the last couple of years under the National Agreement on Closing the Gap. There were 6 sites for place-based partnerships, what they call place-based partnerships, to be selected from across the country, one from each state essentially. And we wanted to make sure that Doomadgee was the site for Queensland, and we were successful in that process to have the Doomadgee site, Doomadgee selected as the Queensland site for place-based partnerships under Closing the Gap. And that was endorsed by the Doomadgee Aboriginal Shire Council a couple of years ago, and they accepted that nomination and endorsed Goonawuna as the organisation to represent the community as a whole under that agreement. And so currently we're negotiating with the three levels of government and creating that place-based partnership agreement, which we're very close to completing and which will happen in the next few months. And that will mean there's a whole different way of doing business with Doomadgee from government, the 3 levels of government with Doomadgee, and Doomadgee people having a seat at the table around making decisions for themselves and for their community. So that's an exciting piece that's coming up in the life of Goonawuna and the Doomadgee community. So going on into the next 12, 18 months, we have a real focus in the next 12, 18 months of around business empowerment and business development within the community. So working with a number of ABN holders and sole traders within the community to look at how do we build that level of industriousness and business capability within the community to empower people to take the destiny into their own hands, their own financial destiny into their own hands. And that's something that we're working on over the next 12 months in the business development space. So we've got new people coming on board with Goonawuna, not only as contractors and subcontractors here within the community and employees, but also some really key employees that we're bringing in from outside of community. So you'll see things like the new bus that was donated by the organisation Act for Kids, donated a bus to Goonawuna. And so we want to get that ready just to be able to provide a community service especially as we come into the hotter months. We want to be able to provide a community service and have some of our members and community members drive that bus to be able to pick the elderly up from the bottom of the community, get to and from church, to and from the shops, to and from the hospital, and just provide some of those basic community services for free in the community. You'll see people come on board with us as well, some new staff and employees coming on board. So you'll meet Terry, who's working with the project in the health system around rheumatic heart disease. You'll soon meet Priscilla, who is known to a number of you here in Doomadgee, but Priscilla's coming on board to work in the business development space here. And of course, you all know Massimo, who you've met over the number of years now, who you'll see quite often here in community as well. But please drop in. We're there at the house at 11 Knott Street, the old Naya residence. So please drop in for a cup of tea, have a chat and see what, because we'd love to hear from you, the community, and make sure we're capturing your voice. We've got some recording equipment there that we're for podcasting equipment so that we can capture your voice. You can take it home with you, do what you like with it, but capturing your story as well. So there's all these great opportunities that we want to bring to Goonawuna and make sure that Doomadgee is really at the forefront of opportunity for the community.